Is it just me, or are NetherRealm a bunch of jokers?
Kombat Pack 2 is making a choice.
Where are they?
Choose between Mortal Kombat or guest characters.
I mean, this isn't the Kombat Pack we asked for. This is not what we wanted. This is way too many guest characters. You know, I don't care how well guest characters sold. You know, I don't care if Freddy was the #1 selling character in the previous game. I play Mortal Kombat to play Mortal Kombat characters. You know, I'm fine with there being 1 or 2 guest characters, but 4 is way too many. If you look at the DLC structure, there is 8 DLC characters, and literally 50%, 4 of those characters were guests. You know, now, if you didn't have characters to put in, Mortal Kombat characters to put in, it would be fine. But there's most people, and, you know, my own opinions aside and everyone else's own opinions aside, standing back and looking objectively at what people were wanting in the next Kombat Pack, it was a no-brainer. Everyone was asking for Fujin. Fujin was the most requested character. I'll say that. I'll go on record and say that. Because I look at all the tweets, I read everything, I go through the Twitters, and all I saw was Fujin, Fujin, Fujin. Next to that, I saw Borecho, I saw Serena, I saw Hotaru, Rain, Baraka. But they're probably the main characters I saw mentioned. I mean, there were people mentioning the cyborgs as well, Sector Cyrax, you know, and the fact that we got this Tri-Borg, Tribot, whatever you want to call him, her, it, whatever, that is 3 characters in 1 is brilliant. That's actually genius. That's actually a really good decision. But having Leatherface and Alien is not. You know, they really needed to only have 1 of those characters. Having 2 is just way too many. Having 2 in the last one was way too many. There should have been 1 guest character per DLC pack. You know, especially, like I said, when people were requesting Fujin. So, you know, when I first watched this video, I was on my lunch break, and the announcement was happening like 1 o'clock, and I was on my lunch break. I'm in this food court. I'm watching it on my phone. I got it turned all the way up. I don't care if anyone says turn it down. I'm watching the Kombat Pack trailer 2, right in the middle of a food court. And at first I see the flashes. I can't hear everything properly because the food court's noisy, right? And then you see the sector head light up, and I'm like, okay, sector's in it, you know. And then I saw the arm come up, and I didn't exactly see what that was because it was so quick. This is the first time I'm watching the trailer. Then I saw Baraka, and I thought, okay, Baraka's in it, you know. And then it was kind of a fake sell, and I think the NetherRealm people were going for that, you know, because then later on you see the alien burst out of Baraka, and you're like, okay, it's Alien, it's not Baraka, you know. And then, you know, you see that it's Borecho, and you see that Sector's not Sector. It's this robot that can change into 3, can change into Cyrax, Sector, and Smoke, you know. And then Leatherface, out of nowhere, Leatherface. I mean, some people mention Leatherface, and it looks great, the way he comes out of the woods with the chainsaw. That's awesome. I've seen those, Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. I've seen them. But I don't think anyone, like a very small amount of people, asked for Leatherface. And here's the thing, the more you give people, the more other characters on in the next group of characters or the next game. So the next game that comes along, it's going to be like, oh, now that we had Leatherface and Alien and Predator and Jason, the next logical choice is Michael Myers and the Terminator. You know, and that's it's fucking up Mortal Kombat. It's not right. It's too much. NetherRealm have put too much out. You've ruined a good thing. You guys have ruined a good thing. You know, MK9 was fucking perfect. You had 2 guest characters, Kratos and Freddy. And I'm going to say Kratos gets a bit of a pass because he's more of a game character, whereas Freddy is a horror icon. He has nothing to do with video games. You know, but having 2, that was perfection. And that's why MK9, everything about MK9 is just fucking perfect when you look back on it. You know, the only thing was no portal level, boo, and they needed more DLC characters for MK9. Other than that, perfect structure. You know, having one guest character, one horror icon, that's perfect. This is just wrong. I'm not happy. I'm really not happy. You know, I mean, even if you were gonna do 2 guest characters, you should have then had a 5th character. You should have said like, okay, we're putting Fujin in because we want to do Leatherface as well. That's what you should have done. Because having 4 and having half of them as non-MK characters. Let's look at the MK characters we got, the classic ones. There's, in the DLC, there's Tanya, Tremor, Borecho, and there's Tri-Borg. Now, who's technically not really a classic character because he's emulating characters. I don't know if he has his own storyline or what. So it's like 3 characters. That's all we got in 2 seasons of DLC. That's fucking madness. I don't know what the fuck's going on over there, mate. And I'm guessing it's just, you know, and everyone's saying this, it's just Warner Brothers telling NetherRealm that they have to put guest characters in because they make the most money. You know what? These characters are going to start making the least amount of money because you are flogging a dead horse. It works, you know, it works at first and then people get sick of it. It's like, you know, some games that come out every year, like Call of Duty and that. At first they were real big and Modern Warfare 2, you know, and now everyone just expects a Call of Duty every year. And they make money, you know, but it's not a good thing anymore. It's expected. Now, with all the next Mortal Kombat games, it's expected. The next Mortal Kombat, Mike Myers, Terminator, you know, and that's probably in another 4 fucking years because you're going to make Injustice 2. We all know you're going to make Injustice 2. You know what? I'm giving 0 support to Injustice franchise from here on out. I'm done with that shit. You know? As far as I'm concerned, NetherRealm were there to give us Mortal Kombat games. They were giving us NetherRealm Studios. It's named after Mortal Kombat. NetherRealm. NetherRealm Studios were there to do Mortal Kombat stuff. And now they're doing Injustice and this WWE shit. And they're doing all these other fucking games. Fuck all that. They should be working on Mortal Kombat games. And don't tell me, I hate it when people get in the comments and go, oh, but you know, Warner Brothers want them to make money, and it's all about future projects, and don't give me any of that crap. Because the reason NetherRealm Studios exists is because Mortal Kombat is a money maker and a half. It always has been. It kept Midway going for all those years, you know, and there is so much untapped potential in the Mortal Kombat franchise. So much. Everyone wants a remaster of Shaolin Monks. Everyone wants a remaster of Deception. Everyone wants a new Mortal Kombat game. Everyone wants a new adventure game. There's a million things you could do. Where's the Mortal Kombat MMORPG? That would make a shit ton of money. Am I the only one who thinks this way? Really? You could fucking do that. The Mortal Kombat MMORPG. You've got a lot of experience, Warner Brothers, under your belt with, you know, other MMORPGs. You know? This announcement, just disappointing. Very disappointing. And I'm fairly certain they said that this was the last group of DLC for MKX, which means that's it. This is what you get, guys and girls, that's it. You get these 3 classic fucking characters and your 4 fucking DLC horror icons. It's fucked up. It really is fucked up. It should have been 2 and that's it. That's it for me. People wanted me to do this video. I was going to do this video anyway after seeing the video. I was just like, that's not right. You know, I don't get, I'm very busy. I don't get a lot of chance to do videos much anymore, you know, but I had to do this one because this, so wrong. You know, of course I'm going to play Leatherface and Alien. Of course I'm going to play them and they look fantastic. They look amazing. But too much. Too many guest characters in the game. People were screaming for Fujin and Serena. You know? It's really disappointing. And one other thing too. In that trailer, that reveal trailer, there's 2 things that really bug me. When it says coming 2016, it doesn't even say coming with a K. Like, isn't that like the go-to Mortal Kombat thing? We change all the C's to K. I mean, that's a nothing thing, but I just saw it and I'm like, how do you fuck that up? It's like, it's in every other trailer, coming with a K. The other thing, you know, Leatherface steps out into the shadow and he's got the chains like, you know, he looks fucking cool. And then Boruto is just like, and then fucking Tri-Borg's like, and lands, pink, 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 and changes colours. And then you see the alien tail come down and drops down like that. How boring is the Boruto step in? He does nothing. He just steps in, he doesn't even fart. Just... He doesn't fart, he doesn't belch, he doesn't vomit. There's no alcohol, he's not drinking. I mean, he's drinking in the trailer earlier. I'm talking about that part where they step in and kind of show how cool they are. Boruto does nothing. Not a fucking thing. He just steps in. It's like the most boring on-stage intro. Like I call it the stage where they do their thing. It's the boring stage intro I've ever seen. Out of all those DLC characters you think about, them stepping up and doing their thing, he does not a damn thing. Nothing. Doesn't go or something or nothing. So that's it. That's how I feel about the trailer. Sure, I'm gonna get the DLC, the Kombat Pack too, but fucking hell, man. Too many guest characters. I hope they fucking learn from these mistakes. You know? Jesus. You know, I'm sure there's going to be Injustice 2, but, you know, I hope there isn't. I'm sick of that shit. NetherRealm Studios should be doing NetherRealm games. They should be doing Mortal Kombat games. No more WWE. No more... MK for life. That's a good studio. If you don't want to work on MK, go to EA and work on fucking up Battlefront 2. Star Wars Battlefront, you know? Go do that. Because, you know, the Mortal Kombat team's been around a long time, and I don't like seeing them doing other things. And sure, they might be keen to do other things, but, you know, I'd love to know. I'd love to be a fly on the wall. I'd love to know if they're made to do this shit, you know, especially with the whole Fujin thing. They had to have known that everyone wanted Fujin, and I would love to know why the fuck didn't they do it? I want to know if it was Ed Boon going, nah, fuck that character, or if it was just a meeting and everyone going, no, not Fujin, that's stupid. You know, or if it was just Warner Brothers going, nah, do characters that make money. Do Leatherface. We got a Leatherface movie coming out. Do Leatherface. Yeah. Do Predator, Alien, because we got an Alien movie coming up. You know, it's always some bullshit like that. We got a web series coming up, and you got to tie it together. Just look at the Legacy thing. Look at that shit. When Kevin Tancharoen announced that Rebirth thing, it looked fucking amazing. And then Warner Brothers touched it with their grubby fucking hands and said, no, we got to change it around because we got a game coming out. And then so he did that, you know, and the first season was like okay. And then he did season 2 and it was, you know, he like took out characters like Reptile and stuff. And then that season 2 finished on a cliffhanger, to be continued, and then nothing. They just dropped it. And they haven't even said why. And that's because they fucked it up. All they had to do was let him do his original vision, the Rebirth thing. Everyone wanted to see that. Even my friend who doesn't give a fuck about Mortal Kombat, he wanted to watch that. He thought that's fucking cool. Sending in Scorpion to kill all these fucking underground killers in this underground tournament. It was so gritty and dark. Great cast, Marcus J. White, you know, all that. And then they touched it with their hands and went, we're making a game and it's got to integrate with that. And, you know, they fucked it up. Why couldn't that have just been left alone and been its own thing? Just because, you know, it's a Mortal Kombat thing, it shouldn't have to tie in with the game and tie in with the comic book and all this bullshit. You know, let these individual artists do their thing. Let Sean Kittleson do the comics the way he wants to do it. Let Kevin Tancharoen do Rebirth the way he wants. Let the MK team make the games they want. Why do you have to have all this interlocking bullshit, you know? It's nice when you do it a little bit, or when the artists choose to do it because they do it the right way. But when someone like Warner Bros. Comes in and go, nah, you gotta take out Reptile because he's not in the game. Nah, you gotta make that Ermac. You know, I don't know it was in MK9, but I'm just saying, you know, now you got to change it to Ermac. Ermac's more popular. You know, whatever, for whatever the reason, you know, and then they're like, okay. And then it soils their creativity because they've worked already hard and they've come up with something, and then they're told to fucking change it. And then it just falls apart. Just crumbles like a cookie. You know? So anyway, that's what I think about the Kombat Pack 2 announcement. I'm very disappointed. I'm really shocked, actually. I really didn't think that NetherRealm would do 2 guest characters. I thought that would just be madness. I was surprised they already did 2 in the first pack, and I'm like, okay, people push for Predator, and Jason was their first pick. I didn't think the second pack they would do that again. No way. You know, but that being said, you know, I'm glad Bro Cho's in there, you know, even though he has the most boring intro in the world. And Tri-Borg is fucking awesome because that's a 3-in-1 character. That was a really good choice. I got 1,000% backing for you picking Tri-Borg as a character. That was a great decision because that gives us 3 characters in 1 DLC pack. That was really clever, you know. But then you went into 2 guest characters, and I'm guessing you're thinking. Maybe you were thinking this. Oh, we can do 2 guest characters now because we got Tri-Borg. He's like 3 Mortal Kombat characters. Nah, that doesn't count. Because not everyone wanted bots. You know, not everyone wanted Sector Cyrax Smoke. Not everyone wanted that shit. Most people wanted Fujin and Serena. They were the top 2 characters. And they were both not in this. So, very disappointed. This is, you know, that's it for me. I'm signing out. This is how I feel. See you guys for the next video. Peace.